Hello everyone, my name is Cetus and welcome back to Imperator Rome as Carthage. We, in the last episode, connected most of our empire together. While I do want to take most of the land at some point, the immediate target will be to take Tudetia? I really should stop trying to pronounce these. To just fully connect my empire so I can get from one end to the other without having to go through someone else's territory, with the exception of needing to cross the ocean, which will just always be a pain. We would like to deal with some cultural conversion because it is mildly concerning to me that more of our empire is a different culture than ours. Something we'll want to work towards fixing, though to some extent that's just a matter of time. Same problem with religion. Most of what we own is not our religion, which is also mildly concerning. I'm impressed we've kept things together as best we have. We do have some disloyal provinces. Unfortunately, because they're disloyal, it doesn't appear to allow us to build loyalty buildings, which would be very nice. I don't know if building loyalty in the neighboring stuff would assist it at all, but I'm not sure it would. Just because, I mean, this is going up anyway, so I guess if it would, these are going to be maxed out. So unfortunately, I'm not sure how much that would help us. It was suggested to me that I need to stop paying more attention to the events log on the right because there are things that happen there. And that's 100% true. I really do need to pay more attention to it. I don't know why. There's something about the way it pops up over here that I have a bad habit of just not noticing it. So I'll work on that. But we do have one, and an eye for aesthetics. This fellow has been showing great promise in his civic duties and has become renowned as quite the artisan. He recently completed a marvelous design for a new fortress. We could erect this masterpiece on behalf of the state, however, such architectural vision would surely be valuable to the right investor. So our offers are looking bare. We can basically sell the rights to it. We get 80 gold. And he gets 100 gold. Not bad. Or, for the state, we gain 10 loyalty. Yeah, we'll do it for the state. We don't need the money. Loyalty seems good, especially with 3 disloyal provinces. We have one of them improving, which is something. It's not improving super fast, but it will get there. And we should try and keep an eye on this, because the second it's not counted as a disloyal province, we should definitely get a few loyalty buildings down, just to make sure it doesn't drift away from being loyal the second we do something or we change something up in the province. As for, oh, this one's going up too. That's nice. Be good to clean up the rest of the province. I'm pretty sure, and I keep meaning to look this up, but I'm pretty sure what Rome does in the province affects my loyalty as well. I seem to recall that from the past. They might have patched that to change because it is a little bit weird that another country can affect your province, but I didn't see any disloyal things around there. And then this one is just, I think this one's going to just be a problem for a bit. I'm not really worried. It's a piece of territory, and we can probably do more with it if we take the rest of it, which I'm a little mixed. I kind of want to attack this province because we have a war go on it and it connects everything, but we probably should let our aggressive expansion go down a bit. So with that in mind, let's unpause because I've been talking a little too much in this intro anyway. After our trade requests. This province. Yeah, I can't invest in to get trade routes for loyalty or anything either. What do they have? We could change this. You know, I'm gonna pause. It's gonna irritate me. One of these should improve loyalty, right? None of these. Reverse negative loyalty. Local provincial loyalty plus 36, which would put me back into the positive. That's probably worth it for now. We make less, but the loyalty bonus is probably worth it. Yeah, minus 48% output, but there's not much here of output anyway. Popped motion speed plus 120%. That's not really ideal though. Is there really no other one that gives me positive? Leave them dry. Yeah, that's not going to make them happy. I only see the one, which is kind of interesting, with a positive on loyalty. This improves happiness though, and that would probably in turn help with loyalty. Let's try this. There we go, positive. Not a direct bonus, but it makes the happiness go up, which makes the loyalty go up, which means it will recover, which will be good. And then we'll want to change to cultural conversion at some point because we want to convert their culture, quite simply. Honoring the gods. The pious traditionalists have decided to use their They have a... Wow. I guess we're traditionalists too, but that is quite the majority they got going for themselves. Anyway, to ensure the commission of a new temple complex, pleasing the gods with statues and their egos with inscriptions. Such spending, whether frivolous or sanctified, could only be counted by invoking the veto of our humble... So, do we want to let them do it or not? We lose 50 gold, gain popularity and a temple, or we lose popularity and make the traditionalists angry. You know what? Temple seems useful, honestly. We need to convert more and more of our place. We have a little gold. Let's start taking a look. Someone died. That's unfortunate. Oh, sorry. My cat, Mazikeen, just decided that it was a good time to sleep on my desk, so you probably got a lovely bang as she hopped on top. A feast in good out. On with the celebrations. Lots of bonuses. That's great. And gets kindly. That all seems great. Yeah. Yeah, no. I see no negatives there. What do we got going here? Ooh, interesting. Okay, this guy is really good, and it gives me double for this family, so they'll get super loyalty bonuses. And he's young, so he has tons of time to get really good at this. Yeah, no, that's going to be great. And it's improvements to taxes, so I don't see any losses there. That's lovely. So let's slow down a little bit, but on pause. I want to find cities. It's interesting that the capital is not cities. Are there not a lot of cities in here? Wait, what do the cities look like? Yeah, the cities are actually quite noticeable. Here we go. Civil war ends. The bitter civil war between the families come. Okay, yeah, that's fine. I don't know that That's my neighbor. I don't really care about that. What were we trying to do? Go back to terrain. And I was finding cities. And what I want to do here... What is their happiness? Happiness not super high. It doesn't seem to affect conversion though. And right now I'm more worried about conversion in this province. So we're going to build... I need my brain to work. We'll build a temple for conversion. And then a theater will give us cultural conversion. And I think... Which one do we want to double down on? Doesn't really matter. What are we... Our policy is happiness. We'll leave it there for now. Because the loyalty isn't super high. And let's double up on... temple. What are the cities? Basically, I want to find the cities, because the cities have the largest amount of population. You know, I could build things... Actually, can you even build... I'm trying to read something, game. A skilled mathematician has risen to prominence. Yeah, that's great. Tech is faster. Fort defense is better. I don't think any of these improves... Yeah, so those buildings are cities only. So we could build cities and build those improvements, but also the cities have significantly more people, 24 people. So converting this way more helpful than converting the other places. So I'm looking for cities, and we're going to build those stuff when I find them. So let's build a temple, a theater. This is a pretty big city. It wouldn't hurt to have... We'll grab a court of law. What do we have a lot of here? Freemen. Let's grab a form and a court of law. Because a court of law will not just make the citizens happier, it will encourage more of them. But we're also going to improve the happiness of the people we have the most of right here. And I think let's grab 2 temples and 2 theaters. And we'll leave... Do we want to leave it? Let's grab an aqueduct so the city can grow. Because I think 40 will let us make it into a metropolis. Let's take a look. Oh, we don't need a certain amount of people anymore. Interesting. The people of Tamari have long followed other faiths than our own, but it seems there has started growing a belief in Marquette and his ways in the city. Though it is somewhat different than our beliefs in the god, this could be a great opportunity to close the gap between our national faith and the local one. It'll bring them closer, we lose some political influence, and they are happy. Or we do nothing. Sure. We'll make them happy. I'm going to grab an aqueduct for more people. Don't know that we particularly need it there, but, you know, it'll help the city grow. Barbarians. How rude. Oh, great. There has been a massive earthquake centered around McCulloch, with a large amount of casualties and some significant damage upon the city itself. The nearby cities and area have also seen some issues, though nowhere near the deafening issues caused by Malak. Our people are looking for us to set aside some of the funds to try and help them. We must aid our brethren. We lose a ton of money, which we don't have. Gain popularity. Some population dies. Or they can work it out for themselves. They get ravaged for 84 months. Okay, we'll pay. It'll put us in debt, and we'll have to stop building buildings for a bit, but that's okay. And our fast cavalry, come clean this up. We're gonna have to work on civilizing some of these areas at some point to stop barbarians from showing up, because that's gonna be quite irritating. Because they're gonna show up and ruin our civilization value. The strength of spirit belonging to the Carthaginian people knows no bounds. Seeing that Carthage was faced with near bankruptcy, they rallied to the cause and collected offerings to tide us over. Wow, the people gave us 660 gold. That is good people. That is loyal people. I love it. We're very lucky. What happened? This army just halved. It was 2,000. Now it's 1,000. Where did our other army go? Did I not? I told them to show up, and oh, they're down there. I'm just blind. That's fine. I can accept being blind. Okay, we have a little money. Let's keep hunting for places. Here, let's grab a form for conversion. Here, we'll grab... Oh, it's a disloyal province. I can't build in here. I don't see any cities. How about here? City, yes. Yep, we'll trade with you, Rome. We're going to make you big for an epic finale battle between us. I think that's going to be fun. Let's grab 2 theaters, 2 temples. What do we got? Oh, I forgot there's nobles now, too. Shadow in the night. Last night encountered 2 brute thugs on their way home. Fearing for her life, she barely managed to escape. Today, who should arrive to commemorate but self-avowed rival of Adrian, flanked by the 2 very thugs who had committed the deed. Sadly, at this point, it is his word against that of Adria. Yeah, this is our leader. Seize him anyway. Lose popularity, lose tyranny. Or put an end to this nonsense, we lose a rival. But we lose prestige. I don't know. It's really hard to be invested in a particular family when they change so much, right? Like, prestige would really, I would care about that if I was a Actually, I'm not sure how much I would care about it. It doesn't seem to have that much effect, but I would care a little bit more if, we were a monarchy with one family. We were going to consistently be that family. But let's put an end to it. We don't need a rival. That doesn't help us. What was I building here? I wanted to improve research and happiness, just to mix up what the buildings do. And let's grab another aqueduct to increase it. Just feels right to have aqueducts in this time era anyway. I mean, I know we're not Rome, which it would feel even more likely, but still. What do we got going here? Nothing too interesting. Great, our civics advanced more, but our tech is honestly probably falling behind a bit. What do we got going here? We're gonna grab a temple and a theater. We actually have 50% of this place converted, so maybe let's not invest any more in that. What are we making? We're making lots of tax money here. Actually, not bad trade as well. So let's grab... local based trade routes plus 2.5%. Let's grab a tax office. And this place has a level 1 fort, but it's an entry point... Almost tempted to put a training camp in here. You know what? Let's grab a court. We have lots of freemen. Let's grab a farm. Just to mix it up. And then maybe we'll grab a mill. Or just make the slaves happier. Bonuses there. One of our families is unhappy. Okay, the Green family. And there's someone who's good from that family. That is incredibly convenient. I feel like that doesn't happen very often. More barbarians. I should have paid attention to the barbarian pop-up. I just assumed it was the same barbarians. But it wasn't. My bad. Come back that army. This army will come down and remove these barbarians. Stop ruining my land. It's just rude. Yeah, once we convert everyone, all our provinces, to our religion and our culture, we're going to change them all to gaining civilization growth. Because if we improve the civilization value, we can stop the barbarians appearing, which would be very nice. They're not going to ever cripple us. Well, I mean, they might if we let things get really bad, but they're not really going to ever cripple us. They're just going to be a pain. And they're going to ruin our civilization value, which has uses and benefits to be up higher. I think it affects stability. Civilization value indicates how stable and settled the inhabitants of a territory are. The higher the value, the less likely the inhabitants are to engage in barbarian practices. Maybe it's mostly just whether barbarians appear, plus it also affects some decisions and such. But I don't know how much that matters for us. I know I played up here once, forming Avalon. And it matters there, because if you want to improve your government and get away from being a tribal monarchy, which you do want to do, you gotta get that up. Do we still have barbarians somewhere? Oof, that is incredibly irritating. It will be faster to build 2 troops there and send them down to clean that up. We might need to leave like a spattering of little tiny baby armies all over the place. Colonize, nice, nice. We have now connected that. That makes me very happy. For religion, I would like to sacrifice some goats and get our stability. Oh, our stability is not bad. It won't hurt to get it up. Granaries raided. Okay, on standard issue 1s, we will probably just spend the money. We'll spend the money to fix it. I think that's best. And we can grab our second tradition, finally, which will grab light infantry, because we're going to go down the center one. Nothing wrong with making our light infantry better, but we did this for Navy. Yeah, this improves our Navy, which is going to matter, especially when we go to war with Rome in our inevitable future. You two merge up. Any day now. Any day. Right about now would be great. Merge. Does it matter? Not really. We'll take you. Do the barbarians just leave? Okay, fine. Let's find a nearby place right there. These are deserts, so we're always going to take attrition. No matter the supply limit. If we were above the supply limit, it would be even worse, but just in a desert, you always take it. So we're going to come to this little patch of green where we can just sit those guys in case more barbarians show up. Our provinces are still going up in loyalty, which is great. Those two have improved, which means this one is now loyal. Which means we can build buildings here, though I don't think... Yeah, we don't have money, and I don't think I can. It's only one province. At some point, we'll own more of this, but... Again, we're going to wait. I want Rome to get powerful. Doesn't matter how silly that decision is. It's what we're going to do. We're going to have a grand throwdown at the end against Rome. And how is our conversion doing? I don't see any improvement, but it could be small. We could have little bits of it showing up. Let's take a look at this fancy cultural menu real quick. So 40. Is that that's not our culture, is it? Canaanite. Oh, that's our religion. Punic is our culture. Oh, okay, there we go. 39.21% is Punic. And then 5 is Hebrew, which also is of the same culture group. I see what it's saying. Oh, 5 population. So, you know, still 60% of our empire is not our culture. And I really should take a look at these menus. What can we do here? Found colony gives us migration attraction speed and pop assimilation speed bonus. Interesting. Loses 20 loyalty. Interesting. But cultural integration speed is lower and happiness is lower. Right of intermarriage. Cultural integration speed bonus, happiness bonus. But integrated culture happiness. So once they change over, they're a little less happy. And the assimilation speed is better. But some of the people, only the Democrats like it. Protection against torture. Gain loyalty. Culture happiness. Cultural integration. But integrated culture happiness penalty. These are interesting. We could use these to have fixed our happiness issue. And we could use these to increase the speed of integration through various means. Out of curiosity, if we find a province that is converted, like... Oh wait, these are just giving rights to the individual types of people in our province. Interesting. So this is Punic. This is our primary culture. Integration culture happiness bonus. Citizen output down. National noble output down. Right of appeal, citizen happiness, freeman output, and slave output down. Ease restrictions on citizenship, citizen happiness bonus, noble happiness down. Protected land rights, cultural happiness up, citizen output and freeman output down. So we can set up individual laws for the individual people. We might want to consider this for some of this, like the Miscellaneans, who are what, 30... Well, actually, I don't know. Cultural happiness, that's not what the value I was thinking. But they're a massive portion of our empire. If we did something to help integrate them, that might be beneficial. So this is something, let's think about this. We'll call the episode here. And maybe we'll do some of that, or maybe we'll just let the natural flow of the transition going, because it is happening. Not crazy fast, but it is happening. Oh, I just found a city that I don't have buildings and I don't have the money. Oh, it's a disloyal province. That's why. Well, we'll get there. We'll get there. So, thank you for watching. And in the next episode, we'll probably continue to do some cultural conversion and maybe do some aggressive expanding. We'll see how it goes. Thanks again, and I hope to see you in the next episode.